With the T.
Beautiful people, it's an even beautifuler Monday. Isis Jones with you and Foodies with the T.
Hey.
Oh, Shabella.
Y'all, it was a real football weekend right here in the Magic City. And I got to admit, the real swag activity wasn't necessarily here with the Morehouse and Tuskegee game. Congratulations out to Tuskegee. But better yet, with JSU and ASU. I mean, just the hoopla and the rah-rah between Coach Sanders and our coach with ASU was just ignorant, but yet very poignant in the aspect of us marketing and branding swag.
And it's crazy because you said Coach Sanders and the coach from.
What was his name?
We don't even know his name, but that's how much light this man brought to SWAC, right?
So are they?
You can't be mad at him for that. You can't.
What, Toya?
Is Coach Prime's team in SWAC as well, or are they not?
Yeah.
Okay, they are. Okay.
But it's just the fact that SWAC really doesn't get much attention, media coverage for their games, and this was huge. You know what I'm saying? Historically black colleges.
I think the main juxt of where ASU was coming from was the fact that they just felt very disrespected in a number of different things that Deion was doing before the game, walking through their lineup. If you see some of the video on social media, the students and the players on the sideline, I guess when coach was walking through, were just kind of cussing and saying some really kind of, disturbing things. But as you know, or if you're finding out about HBCUs, and especially about our football programs, we're very vocal. We don't care. And on top of that, if that's the climate and you've been feeling disrespected the whole time, they were saying something as simple as, I think JSU band was playing during the homecoming march for the court and whatnot. So they were kind of just getting it up. I don't know the specifics. I mean, if you listen to Chris's show tonight, you probably heard a little bit more of it from the ASU standpoint, but they felt disrespected. But I also felt like this is two grown men. But it would be nice to think that they were in cahoots together and really putting this controversy together, like, Real Housewives of Atlanta, to make some more noise for SWAC. Because think about it, up until this incident, ESPN, Fox Sports, all these other different channels have not paid any attention. But this made the most noise. And the comment that I really got disturbed about during this whole altercation is, what is SWAC?
Because we really don't know. And even though we're in the South, the only time I hear about SWAC is when we have the SWAC championship game in Birmingham. And it's usually like in December. So it's like the season is already over. Nobody really knows. If you didn't go to an HBCU, you really don't even know about SWAC.
Right.
And that's the
okay, so and this is my thing. Okay. I think it was intentional on Deion's part, but I think the other coach took it a little differently. I think it was all to just make camaraderie. They said he had some disrespectful comments, and what they quoted didn't seem disrespectful. It just seems like, you just having rivalry with another team.
Right.
Okay, I can understand the walking through the defensive practice, but I think it was a setup to get you off your game.
That part.
Absolutely.
We know that it's not right if you play the sport, but if you don't know, you wouldn't really think of it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a rule. It's an uncommon spoken rule if you play the game. But I think it was just to get them off their game, and hell, he did it because he whooped their ass.
Look,
he didn't do nothing else.
And the fun part about Deion, and he even said it during the press conference, is the fact that he here to motivate. Okay, if you don't feel a little bit of heat after that game and kind of step up your game in that coaching position, as well as with your students and your players, sweetheart, you're doing your boys a disservice at the end of the day, as far as I'm concerned.
Now, when we talk about the handshake part, he didn't have to give him, the bro hug. That wasn't really necessary, but he didn't have to
shove off.
Yeah, because he was like, "Don't touch me, get off of me," and I was looking at it like, "Oh my God." So, what example are you setting for? You know, the
that man with the Heisman.
All the other, like, you gotta still be sportsman. Like, you gotta have good sportsmanship at the end.
And when one of your players has to walk you off the field, bruh, you just sat here and got psyched out. Period. But speaking of psyched out and speaking of period, the food this past weekend. I didn't get out to Melon Mimosas with y'all, but I heard the music and the food were on point.
Yes, everything was great. A friend of ours, Ryan Keys. If you have not experienced the Ryan Keys experience, you should definitely check it out anytime he's performing. The show was amazing. I think Antoine actually ate from Palette Teasers.
I did. I had the omelet, bacon omelet, turkey bacon omelet, and the cheese grits, which was busting. Like, it did it for me. And then we went to the Safe Summer Series that was at Legion Field. And I have to give a shout out to Country Kitchen. I was going to order something, right? And so I saw the girl from the ice cream place that we had. She was like, they not there. She was working on her friend's truck. And this man gave me some ribs to try. When I tell you those ribs were chef kiss.
Hey.
So I want to give them a shout out. Country Kitchen, spelled with the K, Country. Spelled with the K and Kitchen with the K. If y'all see them out, stop by, get you some ribs, tell them the foodie sent you.
I know that's right.
You ain't gonna get no discount or nothing.
You know, not at all. Not one, not a single solitary one. But that's okay. You just
no discount.
Just enjoy. But hey, if we want to get in contact with you and find out more of this busting food, Toya, how we get in contact with you and follow?
Well, first of all, we are everywhere. But you can definitely check us out on the website, foodieswiththetea.com. You can find all our social medias there, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. So follow Foodies. Go to foodieswiththetea.com.
Oh, you baby.
Friday, 7 to 10, inside of room 1420.
Every day.
That is 4-9.
For you. We back in the truck.
I'm not playing with y'all.